Now I know that I can do anything in Jesus Christ who strengthens me.
Yeah.
But by myself, I'm nothing. And why do I do anything in Jesus Christ that strengthens me? Because I'm doing His will. If I do my own will, it's not going to happen. It's only His will. So why would I worry if something doesn't turn out? I'll give you an example. I was in a car accident 3 weeks ago. It was my fault. I felt terrible because I was, I crossed the road in a stop sign. I stopped, but then I kept going, and the other car was coming in too close, and I got T-boned. And then I went out and I apologized, and I said, everything is going to be covered. And then I go and take the car to the mechanic, and he said a horrible amount of money. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, Lord, it's my fault. But I didn't worry. I just said, maybe it's your will. I know that no weapon against me will prosper, Lord. So it's your will. A friend of mine had another repair shop. They came to my house instead of me driving the car there, and the price was 80% less than the other one. And they took the car. Like, I didn't have to get, to the shop, and the car is about to be delivered next week. Imagine if I would have worried, because this doesn't happen right away. This happened over the course of a week. I would have worried a lot, and the Lord had other plans. And the guy that had damage too, they didn't even call my insurance company. They pay their own. So that's when I see the blessings of the Lord. And so I'm relaxed. I'm learning, this what it is. I'm learning to be relaxed in the Lord. 2 weeks ago, I was so stressed still that I had to go on a mini 3-day vacations just to go and pray and live with the Lord. Why? Because I wanted everything to go my way.
Yeah. Yep. It's a beautiful thing. I heard a sermon a few decades ago and it stuck with me. And it was on how rest is an active verb when you're resting in the Lord. It doesn't mean you're doing nothing. It doesn't mean you've given up. It doesn't mean you're just sitting down and you're quitting. It means that you are resting in the Lord and seeing what the Lord is up to and how the Lord is going to intervene and how the Lord's a part of the circumstance, and that you are trusting that when you put your head on the pillow at night, that you can turn the universe back over to Him while you sleep, and that regardless of what happens, you're gonna come out of it. That doesn't mean you're unscathed sometimes. I mean, that we find ourselves as believers and non-believers in difficult situations and challenges, and we all make bad economic decisions or a bad personal decision or whatever the case may be. But there's just something different when you've got somebody like the Lord that says, I will never leave you and I will never forsake you. It's just a little easier to walk through some stuff.
Amen to that. I honestly, I don't know how people get by in life without Jesus.
Yeah,
I really don't know. That's why they turn into this esoteric stuff and all this yoga and all this fake spirituality, right? But
yeah,
that just patches you. It doesn't fix you, right?
Yeah.
Bob, thank you so much for your time. It's been 45 minutes already. I'm going to ask you one last question before we finish our podcast, because I know you're a busy executive. If you had access to a billboard in front of the busiest highway on earth, what would you write on it?
We just designed a couple billboards, so I know that you have to put very few words on them. But I think I would try to find a way to communicate that God really cares about you. And maybe, let me just leave it at that. I was going to say, maybe that's because of something that happened with me once along the way. But I just don't think my life changed when I realized that God doesn't love me because I'm one of the billions and billions and billions of people that have lived on the earth throughout history. God doesn't love me because I'm one of the multiplied billions of people that He died for. God just loves me because I'm His. And when you take that and you make it just this unqualified love, and you realize that He loves you personally and you individually, it's a game changer. And obviously all of that wouldn't fit on a billboard, but I'd get some people to help me make that message come clear.
God really loves you for what
Yeah.
He is or for what you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Amen to that. And that's so true. He loves us because He made us and we're His. And all the devil does is try to bastardize that and make you believe that you are alone in this world and that you are supposed to do everything by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Bob, thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. May you keep with your organization saving all these children from this horribleness of human trafficking. And I hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful, spirit-filled week.
Great. Thank you, David. It's great to be with you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.